Welcome to the birthplace of college football. The State University of New Jersey, the campus of Rutgers in Piscataway, and we are ready for what ought to be a tremendous game today. The Nittany Lions will kick it away first. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Rutgers Scarlet Knights offense takes the field. And when you have a quarterback like this guy, the entire offense feeds off of him, David.
Oh, everybody feeds off of his energy, and the whole playbook's open because you can trust on him. He's dependable, Coleman.
He's also one of those guys, if he gets in a good rhythm, watch out. This dude starts firing strikes.
The Scarlet Knights want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw, it's Peters. Quick strike complete. And they're able to get him on the ground. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
I'll tell you, this guy can just take games over. He can just make things happen when it doesn't look like anything's there. That time they go RPO. You're expecting to throw the football and have to make a play, but nobody's open. This is like Sandlot football. He just tucks the ball himself, and he goes and gets it. He knows where he is on the field. He knows where he needs to get that first down. He's just playing above the X's and O's right now.
They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous. Chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. The 7th play of this opening drive. They'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He'll take it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. Play number 11 on this drive. The defense has yielded ground, but they're trying to get a stop on 3rd and goal. Escapes the sack. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown run.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Nittany Lions offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And both of these teams have anchors in the middle that you build your defense around.
And everybody just seems to look to these two guys when there's a big play on the field that needs to happen, right?
They're making all the calls. They're making sure that they're in the right spots, run, pass, getting everybody organized, and they do it at a high level.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. Looking to go up top on first down. Got his man quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Big quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit, My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Let it bust for a long one. Now, third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. And the Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. They're trying to get to him. It's caught downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting into the big fella tight end.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Smashes through. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, they tried to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Humphries. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play call. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
As an offense, you've got to know at this part of the field, deep in your own end, you have got to do a better job in pass pro if you're going to call a pass play at this juncture in the game. Not good enough.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Leaves it with the back. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Scarlet Knights will send out the punt unit.
On to kick it away.
First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Pass interference. Defense.
They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the gets the edge early in the second. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He looks that one in nicely. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own. Unfortunately, ended up losing yards.
Looking for a man. It's Finley. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And with that, they've taken the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A first down for the offense. They'll leave it with him. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. And the Scarlet Knights headed quickly to the line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 27. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw. Pirouettes away from the defense. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to throw. It's Peters. Extending the play. Running through contact. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Scarlet Knights have their offense in high gear.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Running the option, it's Peters. Fighting off the defender. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. He stopped for a short gain. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. The Scarlet Knights will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful. Bam! And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing second and long from the 19. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. Didn't get quite as much as they had hoped out of that one, and the offense will be in business. I think they're going to mark it around the 40-yard line. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Power football with the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Scarlet Knights want to crank the tempo. Running to the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Dropping back, it's Peters. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen?
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Rutgers.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tom.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. With jet sweep pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
That's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. Buys a little extra time. He fires it out to the right. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Running to the left. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
I like feeding my guys. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Grabs it in the middle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. From the red zone, looking for a space. Quickly complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Back to pass, it's Finley. He caught it! And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Rutgers, 14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. DBs will try to keep everything in front. He's there to make the stop. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Piscataway.
The Scarlet Knights will boot it away to start the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. To come to the line, hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17. The lone back's got it. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He finds his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Quick pass on the jet motion. Dances away from the D. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Nittany Lions are on the move. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Leaves it with the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. They'll give it to the back. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. As strange as it seems, this is an easy decision. A little too far from the field goal. Punting does nothing for you. They'll go for it on 4th down. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
I love offensive play callers that are aggressive. Going for it on 4th down, check. In your opponent's territory, now here's an opportunity where you might be able to be aggressive again and take a shot.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense, unstoppable. He'll try to do it himself.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end, nor the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you got to have balance. Can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
And the Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Rutgers, 14.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Humphries. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stop corner and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Now on second down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
Motion from the offense. The receiver on the jet sweep. At the 40, there he goes. Ball is free. Bounced right back to them. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, what a move!
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his...
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
Quick completion to the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. What a catch and run for 6. Great example of how a second... Oh, they blocked it. They got the touchdown. PAT was blocked, and now they'll kick it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Here comes the offense on second down. Scanning the field, it's Finley. Trying to make magic on the scramble. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Wide out in motion. They go to the ground. Turns it on at midfield. All kinds of room to the right. Inside the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth quarter lead.
Rutgers 20.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Leaves it with the running back. Oh, big juke to get past. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
And the Scarlet Knights are in the hurry-up. They'll run the toss. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Back to throw, it's Peters. Fires to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this deep tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He makes the connection. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going to try to get it himself. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Penn State. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Rutgers, 20.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Trying to get to him. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Looking to throw, it's Peters. Pulls it in. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Scarlet Knights come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting close progression.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but is not able to get to the first down marker. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And I think this offense ran the football knowing it's in fourth down territory. It's fourth and short. It's go time, almost near midfield. To me, this is green light. I got to stay aggressive. I'm losing, but the situation favors me in fourth and short.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. And the Scarlet Knights look to keep this drive humming. There was never a doubt about going for it there. If you don't go for it, you send the message to your team you don't believe in.
I mean, that close, literally you're talking about falling forward. I can't fall forward and get inches. Man, I'm taking my chances with that.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. On second down, looking to throw. A strike downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Now from inside the red zone. Lets it fly deep downfield.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Out of the gun, they give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. On third down, going up top. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Line gets set, first down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38.
I know exactly what I have to do. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. The Nittany Lions trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On second and goal, he carries again. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th.
Penn State 45, Rutgers 27.
On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense. Defense giving up a lot of points.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Second down.
Dropping back, it's Peters. They're bringing heat. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking left. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
And the returner goes down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game. Lost one deep down the right side. And he's got it inside the 10. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
First and goal, Penn State.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Got it! Touchdown, Penn State! And the route is on. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face, and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today, they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. This is what an elite